How you doing, guys? I apologize again. I still don't have a video editor, so we're gonna fly by the seat of our pants on this one. I am reviewing the Harbor Freight 6-inch cross slide vise, which is basically a vise that goes to your drill press so you can just easily line up your drill bit on an XY pattern. This is the 6-inch model, as I said, so it's a little bit more expensive one. And without the video editing, I'm just going to show you what I did. I finally, after being chastised because my drill press wasn't wired up, I finally wired up my drill press, so the drill press works. It's all set to go. I had an old drill press, but it never drilled 90 degrees to the deck, so I just sold it. And then my buddy had this old Delta sitting around, and this thing is mint. It's really mint, actually. It runs real nice, real smooth. Everything works. So I needed to get a new drill press vise because the other one I had was all worn out. It was just a hand-me-down from a hand-me-down. It had a bunch of fixes to it. So I went over to Harbor Freight. I used my 20% coupon, and I bought one of these vises. Now, the reviews are all over the board when you go online, but out of 10, when you initially take it out of the box, it's a 5. It's real sloppy. The casting is classic Harbor Freight casting. It really is not the greatest quality on the face of the planet, but it can be made into a nice dual action vise. And what I mean by that is this. It took me after taking it out of the box, it took me about 2.5 hours to get it to where I want it. And basically, I had to sand the ways down with some 600 grit to get them a little smoother. The adjustment way, I guess is what you call it, the little bar that you can adjust the tension on the ways. That thing had burrs, and it had like a whole bunch of stuff. So I had to sand them all down. I had to file the ends and to get them all smooth and nice. Then the next thing I had to do was get all new hardware. The hardware that comes with the vise itself is just absolute garbage. So just take all the bolts right out of it, throw it away. So I took it all apart, took all the bolts out, took it all apart, sanded the ways, sanded the adjustment, and then I went and I got all new hardware right here. All these socket heads and the lock nuts. I even replaced all this hardware around the actual actuators. Oh boy, actuators. All of it, even these. I mean, I just replaced everything. It was all junk, so just get rid of it. I adjusted these so that way there's no play in the shafts in either one. And then I obviously readjusted all these screws and locked them down so everything slides real nice. I mean, you know, it just actuates real smooth. There's a little bit of play in the handle, but other than that, once you hold it, put it in position, it's rock solid. It doesn't move around, so it's going to be fine for drilling holes. You know, just lining up with the drill bit, it's just going to make life a lot easier. I wouldn't go precision machining anything on this, so you know, be aware. So out of the box, 1 out of 10, I give it a 5. But then after some work and some sanding and filing and readjustment and all new hardware, it's definitely like an 8. It's definitely like an 8 for a homeowner. I would recommend it, but be prepared. You're going to have to do some work on it in order to get it just right. So it's $74.99. I had the 20% coupon, so I got it for $60. But then I ended up spending like almost $10 in hardware to put all new hardware in it. So there you go, guys. Would you want one? I don't know. I'm going to I threw the dice, obviously. After reworking it, it's a nice vise. So I would recommend it, but be prepared. You are going to have to do some work. All right. Still looking to purchase probably a new computer and a new video editor before I can get back to doing all the tractor stuff. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience, and we will talk to you soon.